Loki, Season 2, Episode 1, title, what's it, Ouroboros? Whatever it says in the... It feels like they may have wound the word up, really. It does feel like that. But anyway, so Season 2 has started off Loki. Probably is the first, like, Marvel show that has, like, a second season. Because all the other Marvel shows have been, like, event series, one-off series, that type of thing. But this is the first one that has, like, a Season 2 attached to it, which is quite cool, quite interesting. But the thing about this episode is that when you reflect to Season 1 and what was the essentials on Season 1, and that is, there's a lot of people who really love Season 1. How trippy, how different, how unique it was. And, you know, the concept of, oh, you're making a Loki show? How are you going to make a Loki show? Let's see how this is going to go. And, then, you know, it went through every different... advanced people's expectation of what you were going to do with TVAs and time variants and protecting a sacred timeline, and have Harley Quinn explaining it to you as a clock. Like, it's, you know, for a lot of people it was quite neat, but then there was the other half of people who are like, okay, my brain hurts. This is too complex for me. This is like, can you please simplify a little bit for me? I'm having a hard time getting to explain this. And the way I always spun it was, it felt like, because we're in the multiverse saga, it feels like Quantumania, No Way Home, Multiverse Madness, feels like the fun of the multiverse. You know, and, you know, Deadpool 3 next year, or hopefully some point next year. We have it feels like when it comes to the multiverse, it feels, here's the fun side of things. This is how we'll, you know, you just explained it by having like a bunch of, have people just showing up in different universes. That's how you explain the multiverse. If you want to know the intimate and details of it, and if you're that person who wants to know how everything works and why it, and has to have every answer explained to you, that's what Loki is. But the thing is about this, and I wouldn't lie, like, even me who, like, normally can understand, like, okay, that's X is mostly just this, and X, you know, normally with Season 1, I was, like, even a bit like, wait, what? I'm sorry, my brain's hurting right now. And I won't lie, Season 2, there's a moment where they're trying to explain, so in the context of Season 2, it starts how Season 1 ended, which was Kang is somehow surrounded by is now the face of the TVA. You have Kang, Jonah Majors' faces is everywhere, and people don't know who Loki is. And what's happening is Loki's jumping through time. He's literally going to the past and he goes to the future. He goes to the past and goes to the future, and they try to find a way to. And the whole episode is trying to make that stop. Trying to stop making that a thing. How do we stop having Loki just jumping from the future to the past, to the past, to the future, to present day? Like, how do we do that out for the TVA? And the way they try to explain, like, not what's happening to Loki, because that's really simple. He's just jumping through time. But what's of them explaining how it's going to be fixed, I was like, guys, I swear to God, there's a simpler way to do this. There's a simpler way to this, because my brain hurt. I'm like, so, face peeling, I was like, simple. You go back in time, we're going to do this, and if we fail, you're just going to be time looping all the time, or time skipping, and then, if not, well, time skipping, and if not, and we'll die, and if we do, well, you know, no more time skipping. For me, that's more simple. The way I was like, the way I think, guys, you're complicating this, you're really complicating it. But the episode itself, I really liked it. I like the politics behind it, where what happens when you find out that the belief system that you have kind of carry on for your whole life, it's not true anymore. What do you do? And you have this cool politician veil happening, where you have the general character who's like, yes, the timekeepers, they are not real. but it doesn't change anything. Like, you have that general character, but then you have like the other guy, the other person, who's like, it changes a lot. Let's keep everything simple down. Like, clearly, if there's ever going to be like a straightforward villain at this point, I mean, Kane probably is the big bad for this episode, for this show, but with the, like, if there's going to be like something that's going to build action sequences, it's going to be this general character who's all about nothing change, nothing is, will keep everything, in fact, the sacred timeline is sacred for a reason. Who gives a shit about the origins of it, right? And I really enjoyed it. I thought, okay, this is kind of neat. I like that. And, the friendship between Morbius and Loki is fantastic. It's just the only nitpick I have, or the only complaint I have with it, because for me, I'm like, okay, simple. It's, Back to the Future Part 2. That's what you're doing right now. Like, okay, here's the ultimate title. Now it's everything's Kang related. Kang. But, and it's all about saving the TVA, making sure the TVA doesn't explode, or the concept of the multiverse, and about saving the multiverse, because what happens is if you kill one, if you destroy all the timelines, it means you're killing 1,000 millions and zillions of people, with zillions of every version of a timeline you could think of. So that's a fair, I mean, seriously, there's going to be a very fair, arguments about, belief systems and what you believe and all that. Plus, you got the whole thing, where the hell is Sylvia? Where's Lady Loki? Which, when that happened, I was like, now I know where's that McDonald's commercial was for. Because the whole McDonald's and the sweet sour, there was a sweet and sour chicken nugget sauce, because every time I get chicken nuggets, I get the sweet and sour, and guess what it says? As seen in Loki Season 2. So, and that. But here's the thing, it's just a good opener. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a stronger opener than episode 1, as I remembered. But, you know what, I should have rewatched Season 1. I may do that. Just to recap myself. But this is, I'm liking it. I like the performances. I like the urgency of it. And it feels like a plot that's very straightforward. It feels like a very simple plot. It feels like, the big complaint with these Disney Plus shows is like, if you're gonna make a movie, why are you expressing like a 2.5 hour idea into 6 hours? Or, they're packing too much in. It needs another episode or two to breathe. Like, it feels like they have planned the 6 episode arc. They have planned that. And that's what I quite like as well. But, yeah, comment below. What do you think of the beginning of Season 2 of Loki? Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gents.